Hey guys, it's about 10:30 at night, and I got something I need to show you. What's this doing here, right? Well, we're hanging out for a few days. Let's get up here in the cab. A little quieter in here. A lot quieter in here. It's actually a really quiet tractor. That's wide open right there. It's quiet. Pretty impressive. I got this tractor on demo. I don't own it, but I am demoing it. It could possibly be mine if I want it to be mine, but I hadn't done anything with it yet. It's not a new tractor. It's got about, how many hours is on? 379.5 hours on it, and I've probably put 2 of those on it. It's a lease return. It was leased by VDOT since 2017, and they returned 4 tractors, and I guess they got new tractors. But here it is. It's pretty basic. It's a pretty basic tractor as far as an R series John Deere goes, I think. It doesn't have really anything fancy. It don't have cab suspension. It don't have loader suspension. It has this gearbox here that's got the A, B, C, D, E, and F ranges. So it's a 24 speed. It's got 4 power shifts in each range. So you actually got more ranges than you do power shifts. Don't particularly like that, but it does seem to work pretty good. You got to do a lot of shifting, but the shifter is right here where you can reach it fairly easily. It's got 3 spool valves on it, and they are closed center. The whole system's closed center. Here's your lift control. It does have a mechanical loader valve, but you can change gears on top of it. If it had loader ride control for the loaders, you can turn it on and off right here. That may be something I would add if I bought this tractor. It also has a rocker switch. I don't know if you can see it, but it has a rocker switch that you can control a live third function valve on the front. It's already got it on it. It's already plumbed, and you don't have to do anything other than just rock the switch back and forth. To go you can push it one way to make the hydraulics operate one way, and push the other way to operate the other way. It's not an electronic solenoid like the New Holland and the Massey Ferguson. It is actual hydraulics plumbed in, hard line to the tractor. There's a whole set of other hydraulic lines that come all the way from the tractor. They go through that block out there. That is a quick disconnect block. It unhooks all 6 hoses at one time. It does have that. It's got this touchscreen computer. This is probably the neatest thing I've ever seen on a tractor. I've never operated a tractor that had one of these, but probably I like that, like you can control the fan and the temperature and everything right here, but like when you push the fan speed, it pops up and shows you you're changing the fan speed. Same thing with the temperature. Shows you you're changing the temperature, and that's pretty cool. If you want a complete, let's see, you can go to the menu and you can choose. Look, you can choose audio, and you can play. Even though there's a radio up here, you got all your radio controls right down here where you can see them if you want them. You got your presets. Right here's your presets, and you got weather, weather channel right there, weather band, and you can change your volume. You can also change your volume over here. You can also mute it here, change the channel over here if you want to. Here's your four-wheel drive, diff lock, fan and temperature. You can change from defrost to feet to in your face. If you have Bluetooth radio, this tractor don't have Bluetooth radio, but something I'd probably have them add if I bought it. You can use your phone, your Bluetooth connection right here. This is a quick button to get to this screen. You can just push that button. Right here, this button here is a quick button to get to the heater and air conditioning control, so you can turn the compressor on and off, the fan speed, control it here, control your defrost and feet and all that here, and your temperature here. You do everything on this screen basically. It's pretty neat. You got a screen for all your lights. You can turn all the lights on and off separately. Like right now they're linked together. It turns both sets of lights off when you push them, or you can go down here and you can unlink them, and you can turn off one light on like the right side. Just turn one light off, or turn the other light off. It's pretty crazy, and you do the same thing with all of them, where you can link them back and then they turn off in sets. It's pretty cool. I've been playing with it a little bit. Then you got this down here is the road light mode, which is when you set the switch up here, right here, and you can control how you want the lights to be when you have it in that mode. You can either have them shining on the front, or you can change them to shining up here next to the loader. I have them shining on the front. But yeah, this screen is really neat. You have like PTO, you got remote enable. It does have the PTO buttons on the fenders. You got to turn that on for them to work. This tells you your PTO speed. It does not have 540E on this tractor. That's something else I wished it did have, but it don't. Which I made it for years without that. Here's for all your controlling all your lift speeds and lower speed and all that great stuff right here. Right here you can turn on soft shift on auto, on or off. Soft shift just adjusts the engine RPM to make power shift smoother, and it works really good. The speed matching, what that does is if you change this range lever right here, if you change it from say A to B, say you're in 4th A and you go to B, it'll automatically shift to like 1st or 2nd gear to match the speed closest to the gear in that range, closest to the gear you were in the previous range. So that's what that does, and you can turn that off. Startup gear, you got that. So when I'm not exactly 100% sure what startup it means. I don't know if it means every time you start the engine or every time you start off, but it's set on gear 1, and you can change that. You can change your forward and reverse ratio, like if you want to go one speed forward to a different speed in reverse, you can do that. This right here, I think it's for auto mode. If you could choose it closer to eco, which means it shifts sooner, or closer to power, which means it's going to rev the engine harder before it shifts. When you have it in auto mode, you turn on auto mode right here on this handle. You have a clutch button up here, so you can shift the range without clutching with your foot, and then you have an up and down power shift button for the 4 gears in each range. You also have buttons right here to shift your power shifts, and right here to shift your power shifts. So you got 3 different places to shift the power shift. So this is it's a really nice tractor. It's got an air seat in it, but it's just a basic seat. It doesn't have the back that you can raise up and down. It doesn't have where you can slide the seat bottom forwards and back without moving the whole seat. I mean, the whole seat slides back and forth, but some of the nicer seats, like, you can slide just the bottom in and out to make the bottom longer. My T5 will do that. You can also, on some of them, raise the front. The T5, you can raise the front up and down. It doesn't do that, but it is a pretty comfortable seat to sit in, it seems like. It does have a large buddy seat, really. My wife fits in it pretty good. It's got storage box over here. That's pretty nice. It's got a storage box up here. This would be for Bluetooth, a mic. If you had Bluetooth in your radio, it would be a mic. It's got a sunshade in the front. It's got a sunshade in the rear. That's really nice. I never had that before. Got a big, large opening back glass. That's the only glass that actually opens, though. There's no I mean, you can't really open the doors and operate it, but I'll tell you one thing, it's got the best air conditioning I believe I've ever seen in a tractor. It'll freeze you to death, which is good on these hot days. There's nowhere over here to mount. I don't know if you can get a bar or something that goes here to mount stuff on. I got all kinds of monitors and moisture meter and business band radio and all that stuff that would have to go in here if I bought this tractor, and I have no idea where you can put it all. The New Holland has that big bar in it they call the baler bar. You can mount stuff to. I don't know if John Deere offers something to mount. I have no idea. I'm not a John Deere man, but this is a nice tractor, and I'd be proud to own it if I ended up buying it. It would be a nice tractor to own, I believe. It's stout. I can tell you that. It's 6130. It's 130 horsepower, but it boosts. I'm not sure what it boosts to. At least 130, 140, or 150. It boosts when you're in a high road gear or you have the PTO engaged, but anyway, it's got plenty of power. I'll tell you that. It's got good power. It is a 4-cylinder engine, so, but you can't really tell it. But anyway, I'm going to be mowing some hay with this tractor tomorrow, so we'll try it out. We'll see what we think about it. Give it a good test run. I get to keep it. It's Friday night right now. I'm going to keep it till Tuesday morning, and I'm going to send it back down to Martinsville, is where it come from. There's a James River Equipment in Martinsville. That's where it belongs at, or that's who owns it right now. But anyway, I will tell you this: the loader is extremely heavy duty on this tractor. I was impressed with the loader, the construction of the loader. It's very solid. I'm used to loaders on tractors that are a whole lot flimsier, made by ALO. This one is very bulldozer-ish kind. It's built very stout, and I was taking this thing and pushing up some mulch with it a minute ago, and it was just plowing through it like it was a bulldozer. I picked up a big bucket full. It's got a big bucket that goes on it for a tractor, and which is a big tractor. It's a 6000 series. It's bigger than the T5. Definitely, it's more on par with the with the T6030 that we have that I push snow with, but we don't have a loader for it. But I don't think the loader for it would be as heavy built as this one is. I don't know. I've never messed with a 6 or T6 size New Holland with a loader on it. But I am impressed with the loader on this tractor. It's well built, overbuilt. I don't think you'd ever bend it before you turn the tractor over before you bend it, I believe. But pretty impressive tractor so far. Just wish it had a few more comfort features, like the upgraded seat and the ride control on the loader, which that can be added. I do wish it had 540E. I like 540E a lot on the T5. I use it spreading lime all the time. That way the tractor's just running around at 1500 RPMs. You don't have it engine screaming. But this one's so quiet, I don't know that you would notice it. But anyway, it's between this one and the Massey Ferguson 5712 they found for me, and there's no way I can test it out. I have no idea what it's all about. I don't know if it's as nice as this tractor. I don't know if it's got, I mean, I know it's going to have all the features I want. It's going to have electronic joystick, and the electronic joystick can control 2 of the remote valves on the back also. I know that's going to be really nice. It does not have any type of screen like this, I can tell you that. It is a deluxe cab. It has the Dyna 4 transmission, which is a 16-speed. This one is a 24-speed, so this tractor has more gears. But that tractor, you do not have any big stick to shift ranges. All you have is a little T-stick, and you just bump it. And when you get to the top of the range, you just bump it again, and it'll go on to the next range without shifting any type of lever. I mean, I know the Massey Ferguson's got a lot more options on it, like the Vizio. This one doesn't have any type of roof where you can look up through it and see the loader. You kind of have to bend over and look. The Massey I'm looking at, it's got the Vizio roof, which has the big glass panel up here like my 4710, and you can see the loader when it's all the way up. I know the loader is not going to be built as heavy as this, but it's also not as big of a heavy of a tractor as this is. The Massey right now is a little bit more money than this tractor, but it also has a lot more features. It also has cab suspension, premium air seat with all the adjustments, like I said, electronic joystick, 2 electronic rear remotes, 2 manual rear remotes, and the cab isn't as big on the Massey. This is a huge, nice cab. This one, I mean, super quiet. I don't have any idea. I've been in the cab of a 6616, and they say it's basically the same cab. Well, that cab is dated quite a bit, in my opinion. It's old compared to this cab. This cab is really nice and reminds me of our T6030, which is the same as a T6 now. And that cab and this cab are really nice cabs to spend time in. You got plenty of space to stretch out your legs if you want to stretch out. The T5 has absolutely no room to stretch out your legs. It's kind of irritating. This one has plenty of room. The T6030 we have has plenty of room. I don't know about the Massey. I don't know if it's got a lot of room. I know it's not near as wide in the cab. The buddy seat's closer to the driver's seat. It's just not, the cab's just not as nice, but it's got a lot, the tractor itself has got a lot more features. So it you know, it's just, I don't know what to think, really. I don't know which tractor will suit me better. I know the Massey may make a better loader tractor as far as visibility It's got that slope Vizio hood, that high vis hood on it. It slopes down really hard, which actually makes the tractor look kind of funny in my opinion. But I mean, it's not a bad looking tractor, but it doesn't look as nice as this tractor does. But this tractor is it's hard to see over the hood like any other tractor. You can't see the loader real well. So those are decisions that I'm faced with right now, and I don't know what I'm going to do. Right now I'm just going to run this tractor as hard as I can and try to get a feel for what it's all about. I know this tractor is going to have more power than the Massey, because the Massey is just 120 engine horsepower with no boost as far as I know. It may have 5 horsepower boost, but I don't know. And it's only 95 PTO horsepower. I can have it turned up, I'm sure, by EcoTune, but you know, that costs more money. It's not as big and heavy as the tractor as this is, as far as spreading lime and stuff. This tractor would probably be better for that. But the Massey would be comparable to the T5, and the T5 does okay spreading lime. And when you get in real steep places, you can get in trouble if you're not careful, but I'm pretty careful with it. I try to run my load down before I get on the real steep spots, steep areas. But anyway, let me know what y'all think. I don't have any pictures or anything of the Massey that they're trying to sell me. You know, and then here I am riding around in this tractor, so I kind of know what it's about. You know, and I really wish that the Massey was here so I could test drive it or run it some and just sit in it and see how it felt to me and see if the controls felt right to me, because everything in this tractor, the loader control is just a little bit of a reach for me, but it's not bad. I can definitely live with where it's at. It's not bad at all. This right here, I like where it is. You got to use it a lot, but it's really close to me, and I like that. These are really close to me, and I like that. You can easily get to that, easily get to this. I like the controls over here. I like all that. I like this screen telling you everything. But anyway, it's one thing that I don't know about is on the back of these Deeres, there's no stabilizer arms on the lift arms. I mean, they just flop side to side, bam, bam, bam. I don't understand why they can't put some type of stabilizer arm on them with the pin to lock it where it goes, where you want it, like everybody else does. The T5's got them, the 6030's got them. I mean, it's a big tractor and it's got them. If they're, you know, if they're concerned about a big tractor breaking them or something, I don't know. I don't understand why they don't put the stabilizer bars on the lift arms. I just don't get that. Like, I can't, if I ever hook my hay rake to this tractor, it hooks to the lift arms, you can't have them flopping back and forth with the hay rake hooked to it. They got to be set where they're set. Now, I don't know if they make a kit to fix that or what, but if they do, that'd be something I'd have to get. It's almost a deal breaker on this tractor to not have something like that. But anyway, let me know what you think in the comments, and we'll talk to y'all later. We'll see you on the next one, guys.